நம்ம டெக்னிக்கலி சூரா ஃபாத்திஹா பற்றி தான் பேச போகிறோம். ஸோ Surah Fatiha, Surah, it's not that small surah, but it's every day we're reciting, so we should know what is meaning and what is trying to show us the wisdom of the knowledge what Qur'an mentioned. But today I wanted to talk about what is really teaching the human in the mind. So basically Surah Fatiha. Surah Fatiha, first surah, நம்மளாக்குள்ள வந்துக்கிட்டு ஒரு விஷயத்தை வந்துக்கிட்டு எப்படி படிப்பிக்கிறேங்கிறத சொல்லி தந்துருக்காங்க. அந்த ஒரே மெத்தடை யூஸ் பண்ணிக்க நம்ம லைஃப்பில் ஏதோ ஒரு விஷயத்தை கொண்டு போகணுமே தவிர அதை படித்து தந்ததை வச்சு நாம் இன்னும் எவ்வளோக்கு இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணலாம், எவ்வளோக்கு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணலாம், எவ்வளோக்கு நாலேஜை நாம் ஷேப் பண்ணலாம்ங்கிறத நாம் நம்ம மைண்டுக்கு கேள்வியாக கொடுக்கணும். நமக்கு கேள்வி கட்டாயம் எல்லாருக்கும் வரணும். சரியா? கொஷின் வந்து தான் நாம் ஒரு விஷயத்தில் சீக் பண்ணுவோம், அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணுவோம் information, but it's in the perspective. This is my own perspective. So if you like it, maybe if it is makes sense or any questions, seek yourself, and if I am not correct, correct me as well. Okay, so first the Quran la ella Quran 114 surah repeated avara oru vasanam vandu sentence vandu Bismillāh ar-Rahman-ar-Rahim. In the name of God, most merciful, most compassionate, or most gracious, you can name it. So basically the Bismillāh ar-Rahman-ar-Rahim la vandu enna mention ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா daily நீங்க உங்களோட self law read பண்றீங்க. Every day you are reading yourself. When you are reading yourself with understanding, you became that person. Allah doesn't want you to tell himself he is merciful, he knows already, he is a creator of us. We don't honor him these things first. This Quran comes to human mankind and jinn is the guidance. So Bismillāh ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, which is the first that two verses literally mention in the name of God, most compassion or most merciful. ரெண்டு வசனத்தையும் தமிழ்ல நான் டிரான்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணி நம்ம சொன்னா கருணை and அன்பு, இந்த ரெண்டு விஷயத்தையும் நம்ம அடிக்கடி மைண்டில் ஏற்றிக்கிட்டு நம்ம சொன்னா பிஸ்மில்லாஹ் ரஹ்மான் ரஹீம், பிஸ்மில்லாஹ் ரஹ்மான் ரஹீம் என்று சொல்லக்குள்ளேயே நம்மக்கிட்ட இருந்து ஒரு கம்பேஷன்ஸ், merciful, ஒரு different things. Allah wants us to be that person. The Creator wants us to be that person. So we must repeat ourselves. When you repeat yourself, the reputation automatically comes in your life. So use the Bismillāh ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, not just recite without knowledge. அதில் சயின்ஸ் என்ன சொல்லிச்சுன்னா this is only describing God. It is training us, our mind. It's training our mind. Before we speak, before we judge, before we react, be merciful, be kind, be patient, and be gentle. So that is goes to Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. All praise belongs to God, Lord of all worlds. All worlds. So if I want to explain that all worlds, we have a lot of things to see. Raven படைச்ச ஒவ்வொரு creaturesக்கும் has own worlds. அக்மல் எனக்கு என்ற own worlds. என் ஃப்ரெண்ட் இருக்கிற அவருக்கு own worlds. ஒரு கம்யூனிட்டியா அவங்களோட லைஃப் own words. ஒரு பறவையா it has its own words. ஒரு எறும்பு ants, it has its own words. But within the world, and something we unseen also, we can see only certain parameters, in your visions, which is through infrared to ultraviolet. So human can see that. So human, which is cannot see, we see unseen. Still we believe jinn and shaitan and evil stuff. This is a gratitude. எப்போ நாம ஒரு விஷயத்துக்கு ஒரு gratitude பண்றோமோ, ஒரு நன்றி செலுத்துறோமோ, that conscious mind, your body react very positively. சரியா? அது எப்படி சிம்பிள் வேர்டுன்னு சொன்னா resetting your brain. So the gratitude resets your brain. So அடிக்கடி நம்ம மனசுல thank God, gratitude சொல்லும்போது it's resetting your brain. When you are grateful, stress reduce, fear reduce, ego reduce. சரியா? இது நாம் இதெல்லாம் அங்கே இங்கிலீஷ் புக்லையோ இல்லை அவங்ககிட்டயோ இவன்கிட்டயோ இல்லை டாக்டர்ஸ் கிட்டே போய் படிக்கணுன்ற அவசியம் இல்லை. நமக்கு தந்திருக்கிற வேர்ட்ல இருக்கிற மீனிங், டீப் நாலேஜ், take some time, keep reading, you will get through that. Science also tells us today about these issues like ego reduce when your gratitude comes. அடுத்தது Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Why they're repeating the merciful and compassion? Because human mind learns through repetition. Human mind learns through repetition. Surah Al-Fātiḥah even beginning third verse repeating that one, because every mankind bound to learn things through repetition. This prayer is not for God. Just keep your eye on that one, or mind on that one. The prayer is not for God. It's for us, ourselves. When you pray, you get the benefit, not God. God gives you the way and accountability and responsibility. I will go through it later down. So, it is shaping the mind to become a mindful. Learn how to be mindful. Gentle, mindful, it's almost close. But next one, master of the day of accountability. So, the நாலாவது verseல when master of the day of accountability நான் அதை மென்ஷன் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு நமக்கு ரிமைண்ட் பண்றார், I'm the master, I'm watching you everybody. Whatever you do on here on earth, you are the responsibility of what you actions or consequences. Whatever you create, whatever your word comes through actions, you are the responsibility. I will do the accountability. It's not giving you fear, it doesn't give you punishment. It's give you the responsibility, to teach you the responsibility. That's basically giving you the responsibility. When you take the responsibility, you grow. If you don't take the responsibility because of fear and from Allah or God or Creator, so you don't going to take the responsibility. So you're doing responsibility for work or family or society. Why don't you take that responsibility? When you start to do something, can you do right or wrong? Allah mentioned, we bound to do sin. Choose the path. If it is wrong or if it is right, just go through that. He will guide you from the next passage. Let me tell you after that. So every action has a consequence. So whenever you do any action on this earth, even the word or your physical actions, anything, that if it, please do not affect any nature, trees, human, less harmful for the society. Then comes to the most powerful line. You alone we worship and you alone we seek help from, which means when you depend on many things, the mind become anxious. When you center yourself, the mind become calm. So basically what it's trying to say, this is about letting your fear go away and do not depend on the people opinion. So you're just relying on someone, relying on doctors, relying on, you're always relying on. But when you read God and His book, you don't need to rely on others' opinion. You have to go through Him. You should go through Him. That's what it says literally. You alone we worship and we alone we seek help. Not with my father, not with anybody. Me, myself with Him. Then we ask, guide us to the straight path. இதுக்கு ஒரு பெரிய paragraph என்ன சொல்றேன். இந்த பழைய ஸ்டோரி லைஃப்ல வந்துட்டு இது எங்களை வீட்டெல்லாம் ஓதக்குள்ள, எங்களுடைய சொசைட்டி நம்மளோட ஊர்ல ஓதக்குள்ள, they say when you recite in Arabic, Surah Al-Ladina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin amin. So அதில் இந்த Surah Al-Ladina and வார டைம்ல எங்களோட வீட்டு சொல்லுவாங்க, மஹ்ஷர்ல இது ஒரு bridge இருக்குது, அது Surah Al-Mustaqim பாலம். Yes, we have the story. Then we say it's மைரவோட சின்னது. We have to cross. We need to have the honorable, good deeds to, cross that bridge. ஆனால் இங்கிலீஷ் ட்ரான்ஸ்லேஷன் எப்போ நான் இங்கிலீஷை சரியாக படித்தேன். ஆனால் தமிழ் நம்ம படித்தது ஸ்கூலில் தமிழில் இங்கிலீஷ் படித்த மாதிரி படிக்கலை. தமிழ் போயிட்டு நம்ம வாழ்க்கை நடைமுறையில் we know தமிழ், but we don't know the deep knowledge of தமிழ். ஆனால் இங்கிலீஷை நம்ம ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பண்ணி கிராமர்ஸ் அது இதுன்னு சொல்லி படித்ததில் it's easy to understand English. So English சொல்லி guide us straight path. அப்ப அல்லாஹ் என்ன நம்ம கேட்க மாட்டோம். In the life I born, I raise, this is right now I'm independent, I'm doing my own things, I'm gonna walk through that path, that straight path, whatever comes through, right or wrong, when I take choices, guide me, guidance comes through, Allah guide me, Creator go with me, let me go through, not know everything, I am still learning. Finally, not the path we choose, arrogant people choose or confusion people choose, stuff like that. So basically it's telling between, guide us a straight path, being balanced in your life, being balanced, like thinking I know everything or I don't know everything. No, between I'm learning, God guide me, I'm still learning. If even sometimes you can learn from other people, so keep that, not to be arrogant, and do not be this confusion person. Confusion means I don't know anything. No, don't be that person. Be balanced. Allah give everyone the same brain and same mind. So this is what the Quran repeatedly says. Surah Al-Fātiḥah read panabula. Just read the 7 verses completely to take a breath and understand what he's trying to say. Tamil